Z, Detroit, baby, we out here. You see what's going on, we activated, we ain't playing no games.
Not to stick on to the prison topic, but if you are you able to speak on why you went?
I went to prison, bro, for basically like for not telling on a crime I had nothing to do with. So
Would it being a crime that you had nothing to do with it, did it change your perspective on snitching and not snitching according to the streets?
yeah, because this the thing, the street thing is an illusion. Like, it's not real. Like, we following a code that we created because someone or people got their foot on our neck. Like, we're not selling dope and drugs and doing the stuff we're doing just to be thugging. We're doing this shit because we never had an opportunity to explore, in my mind, space exploration or deep sea exploration or going to the Grand Canyon to see if the portals exist to go to other lands. We don't have the power and the ability in our status in this country to be able to freely embrace what our minds can take us. So, yeah, the street thing, I'd be hearing the codes, but after I went through life, I looked and seen like this shit doesn't fit a real reality because none of us truly want to do this. So, like, how am I going to follow a code of, all right, that I had a person I know who got shot 5-6 times and was about to die. And they was going to the operating room and they wouldn't let them go to the operating room. Like, okay, if you don't tell this on this video right here, is this the person who shot you? You might die, and then your kids and family, this person don't get to have to pay for what they done to you. And your children and them might know you might die on the operating room. You got 5 shots in your stomach and 1 shot in your ass. And the person signed like, yeah, that's dog. Went to the operating room and didn't die though. And everybody was like, he told. I didn't tell. And I don't agree with how people view that. Because this person had no concern for your life. They shot you 6 times for some material possession. Why do you have to have an honor to them or to a street code that doesn't fit the agenda to your direct lineage, like your children, your wife, your mama, your sisters, your brothers, people who are really concerned with you? I went to prison for not telling. I left my child, and I didn't tell. I left my mama who had developed cancer while I was in prison. I left my little brother. I left my grandmama. I left so many people and went to prison. And I wasn't even following the street code. I was more so didn't think that they can find me guilty of something that everybody knew I didn't do. It wasn't even, I'm like, this is a no-brainer.
Right.
I wasn't even there. There's no way I'm finna go to jail for this. Like, I wasn't there. I didn't have this done. I didn't know this was finna happen.
I had nothing to do with it.
Nothing to do with this. So as a kid, I'm a kid. There's no way. Even my family he was at home with my family. I'm at home with my mother and them.
Wow.
There's no way that they can do this. But when I wouldn't tell, they was like, and you know what's going on. You going. So I left my child. Like, me and my daughter relationship not good to this day because of I wasn't there or be able to be there for her. That shit destroyed some shit that, like, that's my only thing I feel like I'm a failure in is my relationship to my children. Because I wasn't able to be there with them. And I'm there with every child I come in contact with. But my children, I wasn't able to be there because I left.
So do you feel any resentment towards the law or the person that was involved in what happened that you had nothing to do with since they put you through that? Do you bear any resentment due to that?
I don't really bear resentment. Only thing I resent was, like, this is why the street code I don't like. the so-called top street people in our neighborhood when it happened, instead of, like, everybody knew that I wasn't that kind of, I didn't go shoot up houses. I wasn't into that type of stuff. I was kind of popular and spoiled.
I'm glad you, I don't mean to cut you off, but I'm glad you admitted that. Because a lot of these people these days don't want to admit that type of stuff, and that's real of you.
Like, yeah, I wasn't into that. Like, we fought and had little things, but like, I wasn't the per se at that moment in my life rocking and rolling in the streets. Mm-hmm. I wasn't. I had street intelligence because of my neighborhood and my environment and my family, but I wasn't just engulfed like I'm out here. Mm-hmm. Like, I wasn't.
Right.
So they sent me to jail because I wouldn't tell. And the resentment came because the people who done it, when I went to them, like, they blaming me for this. They like, what the fuck you want us to do? Like, they kind of barked, and they was really kind of more aggressive to me. These were really my friends, sort of, but they were aggressive. I'm like, wow, I don't really want to. I don't know where they might go.
Right.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So the older, more aggressive, in charge, so-called, to say in our hood, was like, yeah, niggas got, like, we did what supposed to them to do, turn themselves in. In reality now, in real street shit, yeah, they should go because you're built for, you did this crime, you're built for the punishment.
Accountability. You're
built for this because that's why you went out there and went crazy like this. So you're ready to go to a place where when you do this and you get caught, you ready to go to that place.
Hold accountability for your actions.
You know what I mean? So you built, okay, I went here, now I'm ready to go to the next level.
Right.
I wasn't on no level. I just got thrust into Mario Land. Like, here you go. Immediately in there, like, look, I gotta go figure this out. All right. Oh, shit.
I know that transition was difficult. Very difficult for you.
That was difficult.
Yeah.
Like, I had to become something that I wasn't immediately. Like, we went to MR, bro. It was a sign carved into a wood piece that said, you are entering MR Reformatory. You either fuck, buck, or lock up. So you reading this, you in chains and like walking like Happy Feet, like,
and you damn near a kid, like, what the fuck?
And then it's people who can't read,
right?
They see this, like, and they see y'all reading it, like, what it say? And you got to repeat. It say you either fuck, buck, or lock up. And people like, fuck, what do you mean? What they mean? Why is that right in front of our eyeballs? Like,
exactly what it means, right?
Like, what does that mean? Like, but you ain't no way you thinking like this can be promoted walking into this facility. Like, that's a whole different world.
Man, I can only imagine.
That transition was I went to a hole for sitting on my toilet in my cell. Like, this my toilet, my bunk was right here. This the toilet, my bunk was right here. The officers walked past right there. They was called emergency count. The food fucked my stomach up. So I'm in my cell, single man cell in MR, on my toilet. He walked past during emergency count. I wasn't on my bunk. You know what happened?
Threw you in a
attempted escape.
No way.
What?
They gave you attempted escape for that?
This emergency count. You got to be on your bunk. I'm on my toilet in my cell though, not on my bunk.
They threw you in the hole for that.
I went to level 5. That's because we was in level 4. I had to go to level 5 for that, to IMAX.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Then they put me in between two of the craziest people I ever. They can't even be on the streets anymore. They don't have insane asylums and none of that. Like, no more in Michigan. So it's a lot of people on level 5, level 6 that's just mentally insane. They're just in our level 5, level 6s, and they're just stuck there.
Wow.
So I was in between two of the most craziest people in the world for 9 months, like, just sitting there, like, until my level went back down because I ain't had no ticket because I was just in this cell all day, and they let me back to level 4.